What's going on, YouTube? Tonight, we're going to do a full Sunday scan for the week. Now, the markets will be closed on Friday going into the 4th of July. But one thing that I recently just learned about July and this week in general, July is one of the most bullish months. And the week of 4th of July is also very bullish. From the guys that I've learned from. But we'll see how things play out. But yeah, we're gonna start off with we're gonna get this scan for the week. Look right here. We're gonna start at step one. Okay. Okay, we're gonna scan. I'm scan the macro ETFs. We're gonna see if they still setting up. Bring this over some. Right there. Okay. There we go. Okay. Gonna mark this. This just a stock I was looking at. I get to that later. But if we see for the week coming up, right? Actually, let me scoot this over some. Okay, there we go. The Dow Jones, and if we remember, we have it right here just in case. Dow Jones are defensive stocks. So if we look on the monthly, it seems like it's up. But I like to, like I said, I like to keep it on the weekly and daily. Uh, okay. If we look on the daily still looks like it's setting up. Now we look at the weekly, it looks like it could, where's the arrow? Right here, bring this over here. It could possibly come down about like right there just to tap that like it did here. Can y'all see that? Let me see. Okay, cool. Like it did right here. I didn't know it had this. Did I change the color of it? Oh, okay, cool. Like it did this right here. Tapped it like it did previously here. Tapped it, went up. Yeah, like it did here. Tapped it, went up. Tapped it, went up. Could come down right here. Tap it and just continue up because it does look like it's setting up on the daily as well. And this tapped it, came up. Tapped it, came up. A little false, a little false breakout right here. Um, yeah, it still looks to be setting up. I probably need to make another column about it breaking out. Yeah, make another column about it breaking out. Okay. Yeah, so still setting. I feel like it just probably needs about next week to be, but not next week. This coming week. This coming week, it looks like it could break out this week. Now we just gotta see what stocks um would probably be moving with it. Because and if we also look at the volume, we also look at the volume. You got here, okay, some high selling volume right here. Mm, high selling volume, low buying volume. I mean bullish, well, low buying volume. Yeah, I feel like in a few days, if not this week, the next week, it'll go. Now we look at IWM, which is, if you see right here, small caps. Small caps is breaking out. So we're gonna put that up here. Small caps is breaking out, and if we look on the weekly, we look on the weekly time frame. Looks like it's breaking out on the weekly as well. It's came down, came up, came down here, tapped it, went up, came down here, tapped it, went up. Now it could, you know, come down here just to tap it, but we look at the daily and how it's set up. Tapped here, came down, tapped it, came up, kind of a false breakout. Tapped it again, false breakout, came down, tapped it, and it ended like that. It ended on pretty good volume. Ended on pretty strong volume. So we're gonna note that. We're gonna note that right there. Small cap stocks. Nah. Be on the lookout for small cap stocks. I spelled that wrong. Stocks. Bring that over. Be on the lookout for small cap stocks breaking out. Say setting up. Where's it? And breaking out. Because it looks like, yeah, I mean, if we just see it, like, look, where's the other one? We're going to bring that up here. From the 50, tapping the 50, came up here, came to the 8. I mean, it tapped this key level right here, came down to the 8, tapped it, okay, bounced it up, held, I wouldn't say held, yeah, sellers pushed it back down, tapped the AEMA again, came up, pushed it back down, tapped the AEMA again, gapped up, or did it gap up? No, I didn't gap up. Yeah, yeah, it gapped up a little bit, came down, tapped the AEMA again, closed breakout over it. Now it touched it 1, 2, 3, 4, then broke out on the 5th one. So, and if we see here, one thing I learned, I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna make a video on volume soon. A good thing to see, which shows accumulation. Let me look at my notes. Like I said, I'm gonna make a video on this soon. What shows accumulation is you'll see more higher lows, as we can see here. Low equal highs, higher highs higher lows equal highs. Well, you count each dip as a low, but it's really high, low, or low, high, equal high, equal low, equal high. Technically, I would say this is an equal low, higher low, equal high. That guess, like I said, that would also be a higher low. Now, if we go on the 4 hour, yeah, boom, dip, dip, dip. Okay, and tighter consolidation. It did get tighter, and volume decreasing on down days and increasing on up days. Now we see here low volume on the selling days. Some pretty high volume here, but if we see strong volume here, some decently strong volume here, low volume, pretty strong volume, uh, some pretty decent volume, low volume, decent volume, low volume, some good volume. So yeah, be on the lookout for small cap setting up. Now we look at SPY. Man, could be trying to tap this. Could be trying to tap that AEMA right there. Um, weekly, I would say weekly is setting up is not setting up but basing out nicely because it came down here. Looks like it's about to tap the 21. I don't think it'll break past it, but um, oh, I just noticed this is at the 50. This is really close past the 50. Um, hmm. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's close past the 50. Wow. But it held this area, held this key level right here. Now that does show some bullish pressure, some bullish volume. How it came, opened about right here, dropped down about 2%, and buyers pushed it all the way back up. Buyers pushed it all the way back up. So I mean that shows bullish pressure. Because if we look at just the candlestick alone, it's a doji, which shows indecision. But if you look at the wicks, yeah, it dropped out. It came all the way down here, and buyers pushed it all the way back up. Yeah, it closed below the 50 EMA, but I think it's gonna use that 50 and start to come up a bit. Now this, yeah, I feel like it's gonna start to come up a bit and base out more, cleanly. But as of right now, QQQ is probably the same or not, but the overall SPY is uh pretty cool. I feel like it just still needs a couple weeks. When we look at the weekly, yeah, I mean it's not really nothing to be scared about right here because it's probably just gonna it's just probably gonna tap the 21. If not, it's just gonna go up off that. And even if we have conviction that it'll hold because it's not broken this key level, it's held this key level. So the uptrend is still there. Now we look at the Qs, same thing. Uptrend is still there. Bring that down some. Hasn't broken this level, and it's above the 50. Now if we look at the weekly, yeah, just tap this 80 EMA, and the Qs could be set, could be on it's setting up nicely. It's basing out nicely. Like I said, this probably will take a couple. I ain't gonna say a couple weeks, probably like 2 weeks maybe. It'll probably break out. It'll probably be back, you know, on an uptrend, which is in tech. QQQ is tech stocks. Will probably be back on an uptrend, like semiconductor stuff like that, in the next 2 weeks. Um, yeah, yeah, just still basing out. Then we got extra, so like US 100, above the 50 still. We look at the weekly, just tapping the 8. Um, the RSP, I think this is futures. I'm still with these. These are kind of still just extras to me. But yeah, just tapping the AEMA and just tapping the AEMA on the weekly. So things still look fine. We look at the VIX. Last week VIX closed at 1840. And as we know, that is below 20. So during you can still be aggressive, or my rule, still be aggressive, but be more conservative. You know, yeah, they ended the day ended on 1840, was at 2020, was at 2072. Okay, yeah, smooth. So from what we know, QQQ is basing out nice nicely. How you spell that? I think so. QQQ is basing out nicely. That's all I really got to say about that. Um, the Dow still setting up, but could be a breakout this week or the next. Okay, so that's really about it for the macros. Got an idea of what it's doing. Oh, well, we didn't really get an idea for these two, did we? Well, yeah, we did. Um, just to clarify, that could probably come down to right there. But if we look at the daily, came up here. So about closely tapped the 50, came up here to this level. Sellers pushed it down to the 8. Buyers pushed it up. False breakout. Um, back to the 8. And yeah. In a few days, I could see it about tapping this area again, if not breaking through it. If not breaking through it, because this is a, what would that candle be called? I have it up here on my notes, but I don't have the picture. Doesn't matter. This would kind of be a bearish candle anyway, because it came up here and sellers pushed it all the way down. So what is that? In what is that? Inverted hammer? I could be wrong. Names really don't matter, but as long as I know what the candlestick is doing. Now let's go to the sectors. Wow. We gonna briefly look at the sectors in later. Okay, same thing. Yeah, still not worried. What is this? Still not worried. I'm gonna pull up the weekly for it though. It's just tech software. Hmm. Could be doing something. Ended very strong, but with low volume. Not worried still. Not worried. Futures. This is futures. I'm tripping. Wow. That is some strong uh selling pressure. What did I say for this? Well, either way, I'm still not worried. But if we look at ARC, what stocks are these? I'm gonna have to do my research on that. I kind of got this ETF from one of my mentors. Gonna have to do. Let me note that. Okay, I have that noted. Where do we go on the come up? Clean energy ended very bullish. Gonna be on the watch for that, but get dropped. Okay. See something. Okay. Higher, if we look here, higher high. I mean, okay, if we start right here, low, higher high, or low high, higher low, lower high, higher high. Yeah, it's just basing. Yeah, same thing. Still just basing. Even if we look on the weekly, still just basing. Setting up though, making a good base. Yeah, making a pretty good base. I don't know if it could go on the focus list though, but gonna have to do it's another one. What state street consumer staples? I don't really know much about XLP. Gonna have to do my research on that too. Okay. Do search. Okay. Same thing. What is this? Tech. Tech is doing what Q is doing and Spy is doing. Quantum just touched the 50, but Quantum might have a catalyst. So we're gonna note that. Could bounce off the 50. What did I just do? Could bounce off the 50 EMA and has and possibly has a, move this over, cat, did I just spell that, catalyst? Yeah, and possibly has a catalyst. So I wouldn't say this is, yeah, I'll go ahead and put this on the focus list, but at the bottom. Oh my goodness, man. I missed this breakout like crazy. And it's most likely big base looks to be emerging. And if you look, every time buying pressure, selling pressure, look, selling pressure, weak. Buying pressure, strong, strong. A little bit weak here. But oh my goodness, man. You know, it's fine. I didn't really take no trades here based off this. But yeah, this is doing the same thing like I said it would do. Breaks past line could be a major breakout. And if we look here, broke past it at 1% up. We'll see if it makes a big move off that. It is aligning with this trend line, so it could, you know, just drop a little bit, but we'll see how things turn out. Now, if we look on, I don't like that. Broke out base retesting. You retested for sure. Retested Monday. Went higher Tuesday and Wednesday. Could be moving up. So really no entry on there. Oh, really no entry on this sector. Yeah, could really be moving up, so no entry on this sector for real. We look at the weekly. Yeah, it looks like it looks like it retested, came and retested, um, and went higher. Yeah, just went higher. Same thing. When did it do this? Hmm. Tapped, went high. Yeah, it's what day is this? Thursday. On chance this same ha has a on a bullish run. I say on a bullish run, best to wait. Best to wait for don't say pullback. Okay. Now this is just the ETF sector, but we gonna move forward. Let's see. Emerging sector setting up to move higher. It broke out. Yeah. Wait, that was industrial. Yeah. Same thing with here. It's like a it's like all that I thought would happen happened. I ain't saying I'm predicting, but you know, getting pretty solid at it. Bam. Bullish one. Wait for pullback. Same thing. Wait for pullback. You don't want to enter in on something like this because it could just gap down. But on finance, basing out looking to go higher, weekly may probably need to catch up. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, basing out. So we'll just put that down here. Okay. Hold on real quick. Okay. Now moving forward, if we what will be next? Idea of what's going on. Okay. Now we finna go through. Now we finna go through wrong thing. Core. Okay. I might need to. It's fine. We already went through all the indices. So let's look at the market movers. Okay. Look, see what Tesla's doing. Dumped, 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 dumped. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's look at oil. Oil's probably trying to touch that 50. But as long as if oil stocks are down, then market is in less panic. I'm gonna note that. If oil stocks are down, parentheses, which they are. Oh my goodness, I spelled that wrong. Which I click space. So they are, then market is in less of a panic. Um I'm gonna put that right. Still not worried at the moment. Hmm. I don't. The other ways to type. Table. What's this? Nope. Okay. Yeah. Full stocks are down, but still are. But the market is in less of a panic. So going through these oil stocks, down, down. Okay, cool. I'll just dump it. Now, electric vehicles. Hmm. Okay. You look right here on the weekly. Dumped. Started a base that was 500 over a year. Rivian might be doing something because if we the monthly, look on the monthly ignition candle, consolidation could be doing something here. And if we look, every sale day, every sale day has low volume. But if we look at the buy days, they have some pretty good volume. Um, Accumulation might be being built here. Because we look right here, it's just been creating higher highs. I mean, higher lows. Hmm. Especially on a weekly. We look on the daily main time frame. Gonna add this into here and got everything going. Oh wow. We're gonna make um wow. I have a lot of columns. We're gonna title this Q Accumulation. Did I spell that right? It don't matter. Spelled it right or wrong. It don't matter. Rivian has some accumulation, especially on a weekly. Selling day, buying day, okay. Then we get to when it had its lowest in a quarter, high high buying pressure, weak, high buying pressure, then major selling pressure. Then we get to June 1st, then it's been mainly buying pressure. Accumulation could be being built here. We'll be on the lookout for that. Change that to order. Okay. Be on the lookout for that. Ask some of the guys how they feel about this. Put it right there. But yeah, ask some of the guys how they feel about this. Put it at the top. Bam. Hmm. I like how Rivian looks. I really do. Higher high. I mean low high, low, higher low, lower high, lower low. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some feedback on this one. down, down, down. Okay, data centers. Iran down. Mara. Let's look at the weekly. Okay. And now above all EMAs. Yeah, that's tripping. We got Mark Caribbean. Mara. Kind of like the way that one looked. We're gonna gotta do a deeper review weekly. Same here. Do a deeper review on that one. Data center stocks. Data center stocks might be doing something. Okay. That. Don't I already have this? Yeah. If I do, I'm gonna just mark it anyway. Ooh, blockchain. So I can't see. All right. Okay, blockchain. Nah. Okay, banks. What did I say banks were doing? Macro. Wait, do I not have the banks ETF down here in this area? I don't. Okay, let's pull up another tab then. Sector. What did I say about it? Basing out, looking to go higher. Weekly EMAs probably need to catch up. If we look on the weekly, yeah. Skip over this whole sector. And I have this on watch, don't I? Yeah. I just needed, whenever I did the scan, I think I did it Monday or Tuesday. It wasn't at this area here, but it's tapping. See, if I were to buy into weakness, still learning how to do that. Is selling into this ADMA. And if I'm here, let me do a quick look at this real quick, guys. Yeah, you could have bought that. Get here. I said we look on the weekly. If we look on the weeklies, okay, a firm could be doing something as well. Say the better spot to buy it probably would have been on this area right here. Broke out right there. Pretty good breakouts. Still gonna need time. This is with finance. Where is it at on the weekly? Yeah, still gonna need time. Go through solar real quick. Nothing interesting on here. Airlines, same thing. They're all have essentially already made their run. Cruises. Transportation. Yeah, they're just up. Best spot would to enter would have been around this area. It's not right here. Yeah, the best spot would have to enter in about right there. That goes for Delta. Yeah, could have entered in right there. As it was gapping up. Anyway, cruises. Okay. Hotels. Okay. Could be moving could be moving up. So really no entry on this sector. And it's kind of loose. And it's kind of loose, in my opinion. We're gonna do that. Kind of loose. Put that right there. Now, Han. It wasn't this stock. Han is setting up. It's a better stocks than Han though. Okay. Health. Yeah, better to wait for pullback. Best spot to enter. Mm, hmm. Yeah, pretty much. Sorry. On the run. Wait, I review biotech? Yeah. Yeah, better to wait for pullback. Hmm. Wow, made their move. This day could have did something like here. Bam. Matter of fact, do a quick replay on how that might look. 5 minute here. Okay. Yeah. The enter. Oh, like right there. Why is it doing that? It's odd. It's odd. Okay, there we go. Would have been about right there. Stop loss. About a lower day. Yeah, stop loss by lower day. TP all the way up here. Put it at like 2. before we exit. Bam, it hit that before the day ended. You could have, bam, trimmed right here. Yeah, trimmed right here. Stop loss break even. Winning trade. Okay. Said, and that one was Friday. So missed that one, but it's fine. Retail. Not Dollar Tree just broke out for some reason. Okay. Home Depot. Look on the weekly. What is this? DHR. Consumer durable. What did we say about those? Consumer staples. Where's consumer durable? Probably be that. But either way, if it's this, I need to know what that is. If it's that, then it's basing out. It's basing out. Could do something on this pullback, but and this is a big move. Could have entered. Save this one. How many we got here so far? Cool amount. Okay, utilities. And I compared it to something. Missed that one. Yeah, they've already made their move. Chips. Now on weekly. Yeah, but I already made the move. Tell Marvel. Marvel looks like it's gonna bounce off the 21. So just needs more time. Do I have this one here? No, I do not. Yeah, these need to pull back on the weekly. Wow. I could have caught this move, and this move. But I wasn't trading. Was it? I really wasn't even trading that whole week. All the last week, I really wasn't trading. So it is what it is. Okay. Qualcomm. Shmoo. I like the way that looked. Components. Okay. Test systems. Pretty loose everywhere, just everywhere. Small caps. Okay, pay attention to these. Huh. Look at the weekly. Other small cap stocks we could probably screen for. Laser. Nope. Memory. Fiber optics. What is going on here? I wonder how the weekly look if it's doing that. Whoa. Probably don't even have enough to trade this. But just to say I've seen this move before it happens, I'm gonna save it. Okay. Light path. You see the weekly. Okay, it's at the 21, making higher highs. Making higher lows. Right there. Making higher lows. And also on the daily, bam, bam, bam. Yeah, making higher lows. Um, broke out. Broke out, had a pretty decent pullback. Huh. Had a good pullback here. Be on the lookout for this one too. This one, I feel like that one could be setting up for something. And it's taking you a small cap too, so cooling. Sports betting, pretty much nothing there. Software, if anything, is setting up in software. Snow is doing something. It's a post earnings gap. Save it here. Doing something. But let's see if I would have entered. Okay, down here. Okay. Would have had it about the high of day. Down some. Okay, now let's see. And that go over the line. If my alert would have went off, it's entry. Entry. Stop loss. Low of day. Man, we're not gonna do this again. Low of day, it's up there. Okay, smooth. First earnings gap, but looks like the move has already happened. It's a big move. 10%. Wow. It's nice. Software is doing something. RBRK. This could be doing something too. But software, is that a, I mean, software routes, rebound, shakes of choice. Okay. I mean, let's look at the weekly. Yes, under all EMAs. And it's at the EMA, A EMA. We'll see what it does, but it could be reversing. So, not something I pay a lot of attention to. Cybersecurity. Whoa, CRCW. Like how that looks. And it's green. AI. Delivery. So the World Cup, it should be up. Okay. Only have two names for delivery. Uber. China names. Gotta skim through these. Nuclear. Cool. SpaceX. Okay. Not worry about it. So why is this not at the top? I mean, it ended green though, but still. Satellites. Mm-hmm. Good weekly. Pretty good setups. I'm gonna say I ain't gonna say pretty good setups, but could do something. Aerospace. Okay. Okay. Growth. Robin Hood. What's Roblox doing? Hmm. Hmm. What's going on here? Hmm. Batteries. Is there an ETF for batteries? Let's find out. Spell that wrong. Just type in ETF. Mm, mm, it don't matter. Clean energy. What did I say for this? Not worried about it. Where is it at? Yeah, yeah. 906. Quantum ozone there because I had the catalyst. But yeah, I mean, right here. Maybe, but I would say it's just setting up. Look at the ETF. And yeah, that's just one, probably one small move. Really care for the big moves. Rate sensitive. Snow is also rate sensitive. Now I heard there's rate cuts coming, so we're gonna. I need to note that too. How to know if rate cuts are coming? How to know if rate cuts are coming. Smooth. Okay. Now I'm probably gonna do a review like early morning. Just so I should have done this earlier in the day. But it's smooth. Yeah. And this is a small cap. Yeah. Okay, nothing here. Quantum. And it has a catalyst. Okay. Now if we go back and look at all of them on the weekly. Mm, hmm. It probably needs more time, right? I just have it under review. Yeah. So I drones. Yeah. Nah. Robotics. To be honest, if they can't catch my attention on the weekly, like health tech, C.R.S.P. Was biotech one that's already and it didn't move with it? Uranium. Hold on. No. Never mind. Lithium. Steel. Okay. Copper. Aluminum. Okay. Boom. Pearl. Let's look at some of these real quick. What's going on here? Look at this on the weekly. Okay. I've seen this. I still don't know. Like, okay, where would the yeah, it had a post earnings gap go right there, and like I guess it would go like right there. Yeah, I guess it would go like right there. Fail breakout, fail breakout, fail breakout. Tapped here, broke out here, bam. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I seen this, but like I said, I didn't trade last week like that anyway. So I guess it's good practice to see that I'm spotting them before they break out. Right. Okay. That's okay. These are the ones that I have here, and some of them are I've already viewed. But if we let's look at it here real quick. I'm gonna screen. I'm gonna briefly, well, gonna thoroughly screen, and then yeah, that'll be gonna wrap it up. Right. Look here, performance top month. So we got health, and health tech. Now we go bam, bam, bam. Go to industries, performance, month. We have managed healthcare, med, nurse. So I'm gonna I'm I'm gonna speed through this process. Okay. Now for the screener, um, forgot how to. Okay, just gonna do it like that. For the industries, you could just pick from the three industries that were top three, then go to three sectors that were top three, then the industries pick three from each of the three sectors, two or three from each of the three sectors, put them in here. So I'm gonna do that real quickly. Did that here, gonna briefly go through these. Gonna make this full screen actually for this process. This. Okay, yeah, well, it doesn't matter. Okay, we have a total of 148. Gonna go through these. You go through these and just see if you see a setup. Gonna go through these real quick, see if I see my setup, and yeah, be right back. All right, this got longer as you can see. Now you're gonna do the same thing, but on FinViz. FinViz gets a little laggy on my laptop because I have an old laptop. FinViz gets a little laggy, so I'm gonna show y'all, but if it starts to lag, I'm just gonna cut it all out. Okay. Make sure everything is fine. Okay, let me see. Either way, yeah, you're gonna do the same thing here. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And we're gonna review all the stocks tomorrow morning. Should have been more, responsible and did it earlier the other day. So the tiredness can set in, but it is what it is. We're gonna move forward and learn from it. Yeah, man. You see something, just wanna let me know something, you know, tips, I'm all ears. Yeah, man. See y'all tomorrow. Getting ready for the first week of July. Yeah, man. S- gonna get it popping, man. Getting prepared for gonna get prepared for this 4th of July. Gonna do our thing, you know. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video today, guys, or tonight. Just remember, stay disciplined today, have freedom tomorrow, and we just gonna keep it pushing.